This tiny baby animal experienced the most strange life compared to her consorts. The story began in March 2016 in New York. It is strange, but it is special to have happened. Many times we find some critters and insects in our houses that we don't like. This little critter is different as its growth. One day, a pregnant squirrel's nest was destroyed by construction crew. The scared mother followed her instincts and entered an apartment from its opened window. She looked for a warm place, then she gave birth to 2 little pink daughters. The apartment resident went back to his home. At the first moment, he was surprised by some leaves, twigs, and pine needles the mom brought in to build her nest. But the incredible surprise was hidden under his pillow. After pulling the pillow up, he found 2 babies. He didn't know what to do, yet he knew some friends that could help. So he called the wife-husband team, Christina and Michael Reyes, 2 animal rehabilitators working in New York City. Christina had already experienced how to deal with squirrels. She worked in this domain for about 10 years, and her husband Michael, a teacher of mathematics, used to help his wife in her work. When they arrived at the man's home, they tried to help the mommy hold her babies for the new nest, but according to Christina, this frightened her more, she said in her interview with the Daily Mail on November 6, 2018. The adult squirrel went back to see the daughters from time to time in the next 2 hours, then she disappeared and didn't come back. Unfortunately, one of the little squirrels died far from her mother. The Reyes took the baby in order to help her to live. They named her Thumbelina after Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tale, and that was similar to her life. As Thumbelina was growing, she didn't grow like other squirrels. Her growth was different. The couple looked after her, waiting for the suitable moment to introduce her to nature. However, Thumbelina wasn't like the previous squirrels that Christina had already dealt with. They were rescued and then released into the wild. She was a special case because of the circumstances of her birth and the next event that affected her, Christina said to the Daily Mail. She added, due to an abnormal birthing season and the passing of her sister, little Thumbelina grew all by herself and did not learn how to interact with other squirrels. By the time the normal birthing season had arrived, Thumbelina was already past the point of bonding with her kind. Due to these reasons, the wife-husband took Thumbelina to the vet to see her, who specialized in wild animals. For him, he said it was dangerous to release her into nature. Her chance to live was small. She wouldn't be able to exist outside. So Christina and Michael decided to adopt her into their house. They have done well for the little lucky Thumbelina. Christina continued speaking to the Daily Mail, and she said that they tried to put her with other squirrel babies, but Thumbelina didn't do anything with them. By contrast, she was isolated and preferred to be alone. Therefore, she curled up by herself and stayed far from the others. Even more, Thumbelina was walking on the ground. She neither climbed or jumped as the other squirrels did. Her growth was delayed in comparison to other squirrels' nature. For example, she spent 9 weeks to open her eyes, while normal squirrels open them in a period of 4 to 5 weeks. Thumbelina used to be afraid, according to her reaction that had been noticed by the adopters. Christina said about that, "We brought her to the park and she acted like it was a haunted house. She doesn't like the cold. She just huddles herself into a ball. She's not outside squirrel material." The parents left squirrel things. They see her now as if she's their baby. Christina admitted that she and her husband never wanted to have a baby in their life, but Thumbelina now is their baby and best friend. They adore her and love spending time with her, showering her, feeding her, and she has an expensive diet also, and they watch TV together. The little baby liked this and enjoyed her different life, but she still's doing her part for the squirrels in the world. Christina concluded her interview saying Thumbelina is now our little ambassador squirrel. She helps us to teach people how important it is to respect and be kind to all wildlife and spread the message. Each little life is big to the one living it.